So going into my topic, speaking about studios that take breaks with video games and stuff like that, I just want to talk about two separate things. Like I want to get it could be very easy answers. You can get more a little elaborate depending on how you want to do it. But what two companies, and there's two answers to this, what company do you think should stop making games as quickly as they do, and what studio do you think should make games a little bit quicker than what they do? For me, I think I would have said Ubisoft's teams that work on Assassin's Creed, but that's already happening, so it's kind of like a cop-out answer. So I'm going to throw out the easy ones so you guys have to think. Obviously, Call of Duty. I think even though they have 3 studios, I think it's still fatigue. I think they can take those 3 studios and maybe make different IP and have a Call of Duty game every 3 years. I just think seeing the name Call of Duty every year takes away from it. That being said, I'm going to buy the one this year for the remake. The studio I think that should make games more often, I would either say Rockstar, but they kind of have an excuse because of the scope of their games. They take that long for a reason, and when they come out, they last a while. Although there's some problems with GTA not launching with multiplayer and not having heists that were promised on the box, which people don't really give them a bad break about. But I think if that was any other studio, people would have shit on them for that, for not delivering what was on the package. But yeah, I would say Rockstar. Or Valve. Valve is an easy cop out too, because obviously they can't count to 3. But what do you guys think? What company do you guys think you feel should be making games less often? What company should be making games more often? Jordan, what about you?
I think we just answered the question about less often with From Software. For me, I think that's since they've pretty much annualized themselves, I think they do need to slow down a little bit. Not that their quality has suffered, but just I think, why not just take a break and, take 3 years instead of 2 for a game? And I think that'll help them out more often. Yeah, I definitely think Valve is a good point to make because, they're falling off the face of the earth as a game developer, and no one's really talking about them like that anymore. And they're making, Portal demos instead of making a Portal game and stuff like that. I think they need to get on the ball, and pretty soon, this might sound crazy, but in a few years, people aren't even going to care about Half-Life 3 because you're going to have to go back and play Half-Life 1 and 2 on a console that's like 3 generations old, and it's going to be a whole new generation of gamers at that point. Like, it's just not going to be the big deal that they think it is if they don't hurry up.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. What about you, Dom? What do you think?
Pretty easy and obvious, right? Zelda. I want more of them more frequently. There's only been 5, 6, whatever mainline Zelda games. That's one every 6 years.
So actual really Zelda games, not like cash-in handhelds, right?
Not Triforce Heroes, no voice communication, but you can point at each other or whatever the heck it was.
And what about a company or game franchise that you want to see less of?
I'm ready for Call of Duty to go away as well, but again, I guess that's the cop-out answer. I think Far Cry should take a break. I like that they tried to do something a little different with Primal, but they need to take a year off, probably at least, come back and then have that rejuvenation that that oh man feeling you got when you first played Far Cry 3, right? So.
Yeah, it seems like they're churning those out crazy too. I remember when I played Far Cry 3, I was like, this is special. That was the first Far Cry game I ever played, and now it's like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal. It's like, it's getting too much to me. Like, it's like,
yeah, it was 2 years in between 3 and 4, and then only like a year, not even a year and a half between 4 and Primal, so they might be actually speeding up.
Yeah, that's insane to me. A different take on this is like, so I don't necessarily want these kind of games to cease coming out every year, but I think the way they're delivered should be different. That's sports games. I love sports games. I'm a sucker to buy the new NBA 2K and the Madden every single year. And people can joke, oh, it's the same game. There are improvements that do make the game better, and you're basically getting a roster update. I think it should be a platform. It's been talked about many times before from different people. I think if you release a Madden platform and an NBA 2K platform and have an annual update that you pay for, like I wouldn't say a season pass, but just like a package, like I would pay $25 to $30 a year, half of the price that I pay every year for just an update. A giant patch. You could think about it like,
But what does it do?
So it updates the roster. That's the whole point of you buying a new Madden game, right? Is to get a new roster for people who are into football.
I mean, every NHL game I've ever bought since the 360 era, the rosters update. If you're connected online, pretty much every time you plug in, your roster will update.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is in Madden and in NBA 2K, the only way you can get the rookies into the game when they're drafted, like the draft's happening this weekend as we're recording this, you can create them or like download somebody else's created roster, but you can't actually get them into the game. Also, there's vast gameplay improvements. A big game mode in Madden is MUT, where you collect cards. So obviously that gets better throughout the years because they add more players and they do different things, and it's updated as the season goes on, right? So if it was a platform, you don't have to worry about that. I think if there was an annual update and it was half of the price or cheaper than that, it'd make more sense. But I do think that sports games need to change the way they're doing things. Even though I'm a sucker and I buy them every year, I'm not really helping the situation. But I think they could change for the better. But yeah, that's pretty much, the cop-outs are obviously Call of Duty to stop making games and stuff like that. That's an easy answer. And I think all of you guys had great answers to this topic. There's plenty of companies that we want to see make games more often, but in regards to like Dark Souls where they're taking a break, maybe the break is best. Maybe taking the time for these games is great, and maybe Rockstar waiting these 5 to 8 years for a game is worth it when you get a GTA or a Red Dead, which I'm excited to see if they announce a new Red Dead this year, the prequel, which the map leaked, whatever. Yeah.
I bet Red Dead is going to look great on PS4 Neo.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey guys, Jared here, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you really like us, hit that subscribe button so you can be tuned in and updated whenever we upload a new video. If you haven't been following us on Twitter, that's CTRLINT, @Controlled Interests. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.